Last time, in Fairy Tale The 100 Years Quest, Grey Fullbuster in search of the Dogra cores in order to help Natsu and Suzaku take down the dragon god Dogramag, has found himself face to face with a member of an alchemist guild, searching through the labyrinth for treasure. Unfortunately, he's found a Dogra core, and so Grey, he wants that Dogra core, only for the alchemist to transform him using a special technique into none other than Juvia, the love of Grey's life. And while at first this really takes Grey off guard, Grey manages to figure out how to use Juvia's magic, using something we hadn't seen in a long time, something we'd only seen once, something that my comment section in the last episode had to remind me of, water make, which Juvia had previously used in order to give Grey a transfusion. Although, I wonder about that. Juvia had to have told Grey about that because Grey wasn't conscious for that. But we've only ever seen it applied in one specific situation. What can Grey really do with water make magic? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Chapter 114, Guild Connection. An eating showdown breaks out on their pride they can't afford to lose. So Grey and Natsu going at it, just competing in eating. It's just like, you should be on vacation, guys. Juvia's just soaking it in, cheering on Grey probably. And Lucy's just mad because it's just like, I just want my food, damn it. Alright, we have Grey in Juvia's form standing off against Sai from the Gold Owl Guild, about to bust out some water make magic. Sai, nervous about what's about to happen, questions, what's happening? He transmuted the water? Grey busts out water make. Lance! And a flurry of aquatic lances come bursting forward towards Sai. Sai only narrowly manages to avoid the strike as he shouts, the water became spears? Grey then busts out, hammer! And water in the form of a hammer splashes down on Sai. Grey, seeing that it mostly just made Sai wet, says to himself, oh, that attack made sense when it was solid ice. How did Juvia usually use water? Think back. Picture Juvia. Pictures her naked. Oh no, he just pictures Juvia just fawning over him, saying Grey-sama, hugging him, saying Grey-sama, chasing him, Grey-sama. Oh, Juvia being jealous and saying a love rival. And then just a nice little smile from Juvia saying Grey-sama. And Grey just thinks to himself, that's not good enough. Grey's at a loss. Oh, there it is. And then he pictures Juvia's ability, Water Slicer. Grey thinks to himself, of course, if I make water into a blade. Sai, however, he doesn't want to mess with this, saying, this guy's dangerous. I have to break this bond. As Grey prepares himself, saying, oh, come on, I was finally getting used to this connection. Water make, battle axe. And a rush of sharpened water comes rushing towards Sai, hitting him dead on. Grey then shifts his stance and uses Gungnir, creating a pillar of water that encases Sai. He really is just using his normal abilities, just in water form. Sai is completely enveloped in the water and is sent smacking into the ground. He thinks to himself, he's tough. Things aren't looking good. Looks like I gotta use my forbidden technique, Weak Bond. As Sai goes into his alchemic stance once again, he tells Grey, think about who you look down on the most. Grey says, what? Sai states, the person you think is the weakest in the world. Grey, being the dummy that he is, actually thinks about that, which allows Sai to activate the ability, saying, there it is. Weak Bond! Grey transforms yet again into himself, saying, hey, I changed back. Damn. That's actually kind of a weird introspection on how Grey feels about himself. Sai shouts, what? It failed? Grey thinks about it for a second and says, a weakling, huh? I thought of all sorts of them, but I couldn't lie to myself, could I? I guess that means I think I'm weak. But I think it's more of he thinks he's not strong enough in the sense that he thinks he's weak. Like, That feeling of, I need to get stronger. I'm too weak. I gotta get stronger. Man, this is an ability that could really backfire depending on the mental state of the person it's used on. Sai's just like, you're that modest? And Gray takes a moment and says, well, it's not so bad. Since I'm weak, my friends are there. Oh, my friends are my power. Since I'm weak, I have a guild, right? Damn. Man, how long has it been since we had this kind of shine on Gray's personality? This is nice. It's a really weird detour from the whole Dog Ramag situation, but it's still a nice moment for Gray. Sai's just completely taken off guard by this, and Gray then powers up saying, alright, my power's back to normal. Even if I think I'm weak, it's another story when I'm in the guild. Then I can be as strong as I want to be. He then uses Ike's make Cold Slicer, which I think is him using a variation of Juvia's Water Slicer, essentially. Oh, he's still thinking of Juvia. And he just freezes Sai solid. Sai's just hit by the wave of ice. He's sent skidding across the floor, and the dog record comes out of his grasp, which Gray promptly smashes. And he says, sorry guys, my hands were tied. Probably just apologizing for taking so long with this silly situation. Sai weakly says, God, brother. And he passes out. Gray then questions this. God, brother. Definitely setting up a future antagonist. One we'll either see by the end of this little story arc here, or within the next story arc. So, Gold Owl's definitely on the horizon. And then, meanwhile, on the boat that's taking the members of Fairy Tail back to Magnolia, Juvia awakens, having transformed back, shouting to Kana and Elfman who are by her bedside, Juvia had a dream about turning into Gray-sama. From thinking of him so much, Kana tries to tell her, no, you really did turn into Gray. But Elfman tells her, just drop it. She'll just fall flat again. Meanwhile, with the ass-kicking that Dog Ramag is handing out to Natsu and Suzaku got rocked like a hurricane by a fury of rocks. Suzaku laid out on the floor. Natsu cries out for Suzaku, and in comes Dog Ramag's foot. Right to Suzaku's face. Dog Ramag says, since the olden days, all sorts of disasters came to humans who defied the earth. Looks like humans are stupid in any era. Natsu shouts out in anger, even if we are, we still live life to the fullest. That's just how humans are. Dog Ramag states, human? I doubt that coming from you. You got a dragon. No, a demon sent on you. Oh, that's spoilers for the end of the original Fairy Tail series. Natsu says, you should get your nose checked. That's ancient history now. Yeah, it's just like, we don't talk about that shit anymore. Natsu then charges at Dog Ramag saying, I choose to be human. I'm Natsu, a fairy tale. He shouts as he punches Dog Ramag square in the face. And the bunch seems like it does nothing at first, but then Dog Ramag is shocked, stating, what? My body's been damaged. Like, yeah, you kinda felt that blow, didn't you? How? And then we see how, as we see Lucy and Urza destroying the dog records. Celine still very much bleeding out, like, someone heal her, damn it! Celine says 42 to go. Gajeel goes running towards one saying, yee, found one. But he's shocked by something. What? Gajeel says, what's that smell? 1, 2 dragons? A presence appears behind him, startling Gajeel. And we see, excuse me? Okay, I had to double check for a second. It's God fucking Serena. No! No, that's not how that works. God Serena died. Twice. He was killed by Acnologia. I haven't said that word in a hot minute. Acnologia. And then she was brought back as a phantom or whatever you want to call him. Or a Historia by Nineheart. And that version of God Serena was blown away by Gildarts. Okay, I had to do some double checking. But with all the other Historia that Nineheart brought back, Kyoka, Azuma, Bloodman, Ball, all of them. We saw them vanish. That was the thing. We saw them vanish. But God Serena was hit by that attack from Gildarch that sends his opponent flying. Just basically Team Rockets them away. So, is this a Historia of God Serena that was just still able to continue living? Despite the fact that Nineheart was defeated and imprisoned? Is that possible? That's weird. That's wild. That's a Mashima thing to do. But that's just a really out there thing to do. I was waiting for Gajeel to get a fight because again, there had to be a showdown for Gajeel, Gray, and Laxus because they just hadn't had like a solid fight there. Especially for Gajeel and Laxus because it's just like they were just summoned here. So when I saw Gajeel, I'm just like, okay, he's the only one who hasn't really had a fight so far. But Alchemist Guild, Gold Owl, 8 Dragon God Serena. That is a mouthful. I don't know how to feel about this, but I don't know what to think. Because God Serena, despite how powerful he actually is made the butt monkey of every situation he's put in. Like, he's played for a joke time and time and time again. I mean, this is a pretty interesting showdown for Gajeel. And considering we have so many Dragon Slayers present, like, look, man, you bringing in God Serena. I'm just like, okay, are you bringing in Sting and Rogue too? Is Cobra about to show up? Like you just bringing out all the Dragon Slayers in this situation. I'm really taken aback by this. I don't know what to think about this. Because I don't want this to just be a God Serena's taken down easily situation. I don't know. I mean, look, the situation with Gray and Sai were interesting, but God Serena. It doesn't say he's the leader of the Alchemist Guild Gold Owl, though. And he must be the god brother that Sai was talking about. How many members of Gold Owl are running around this place? I mean, I figured, they'd run into more. I figured that, okay, Gajeel's gonna run into another one. But this is really just taking me so off guard. It's gotta be a Historia of God Serena. Unless he didn't die, which brings up a lot of other questions. Alright, my brain is broken. Tell me your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. Why do you think God Serena is here? Why is he a member of Gold Owl? Is this where he was sent after he was knocked away by Gildarch? I mean, I don't think Blue Note was sent that far. But Gildarch had gotten a little bit more powerful. I mean, geez. I mean, if so, Gildarch knocked God Serena's ass to a whole nother continent. God damn. And then how powerful is Nineheart then? If this creation of his is still just running around. Oh god, I'm getting into it again. Again, let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. How do you think this is possible? Why? When? For how long? All that good stuff. I don't even know if I should ask if Gajeel can take him down, because I'm pretty sure Gajeel can take him down. It just is a question of how hard it's going to be to take him down. I mean, this literally might be the equivalent of when Natsu took on Blue Note after that time skip, where originally Blue Note was stronger than Natsu, and then Natsu trained, and then took on Blue Note, and then took him down. This might be a literal repeat of all of that. It might literally be a repeat of all of that, where God Serena was seen as the most powerful, one of the 10 wizard saints, and yada yada yada, most powerful dude in all of Fiora and all that good stuff, but it's like, now Gajeel can just take him down with a little bit of effort. Damn, Mashima, what are you doing? Whoa, Jesus. This is a hell of a curveball. Like, comment, subscribe, bell, all that YouTube stuff, and I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I'll see you in the next video. Holy shit.